is 3 a.m. I just hated this. I almost want to give this 1 star. At this point, I might as well read a murder mystery and get scared out of my skin, because maybe I will feel something. And I don't care how dirty anything I'm saying sounds right now, because I just had to read this book. So honestly, it's hard to say this, but I was just waiting for like a spice scene so I would have something to keep me interested. It's really loud in here. Let me just take these out so I can hear how loud I'm speaking. Good evening, guys. It is Friday. Let me explain a situation to you as we begin this endeavor, shall we?
About the fact that I've been filming a vlog all day, and I just watched it, and first of all, I need a new video editing platform because I've been using the same app for like 2 years before I even had a channel, and the only reason I use it is because of Music. It's not very good. The only reason my videos look halfway decent is because I know how to work a camera, but like the files weren't downloading, and then I tried to do it, and it was like, you don't have storage, insufficient storage, and I wanted to die.
There wasn't a lot of me reading, it was more of me talking and me saying I was gonna read because it was during the day and I didn't feel like it. It is now 11 o'clock at night, and guess what? I feel like I'll read, because why not? I'll find ASMR, or I'll find a podcast episode, put it in my earbuds, and I'm gonna read because this readathon is happening. And I'm editing this video without dying. See my book post that I vlogged. I vlogged making that post, and now it's gone. You'll never see it, so you'll never know. You'll never know. But I'm reading Funny Story by Emily Henry, which I would show you, but it's currently in the kitchen, and I'm not going out there right now.
This is gonna be fun.
And I have a babysitting job, which I talked about in the vlog, but I guess filming vertically remind me when I care, because it's definitely, well, I already did clock in like an hour and 30 minutes of this challenge, basically. Myself cutting all this footage of me yelling, but I feel like I should include some of it. Show the struggles of being a YouTuber. I'm on page like 65 of Funny Story. It's good so far, but I'm not super invested. I'm gonna turn on a Camp Rock commentary video on low volume, and I'm going to read until I feel like catching up with y'all. Now 1:05 a.m. I'm much less angry, so as I figured. They've been eating a lot of food in this book, so I have got chips and salsa to help me get me through the rest of this book. And if you're like, oh Charlotte, that sounds like you're not enjoying it, yeah, this book feels long. I just reached page 180 and I feel like I've read 2 books. Like, this feels long and there's no stakes. Like, okay, I've never been a friends to lovers type of girl, and I thought this wouldn't. I thought this would be more like convenience, you know? We're friends out of convenience. No, it's like, ugh. I don't know. There's no stakes. Like, it's very chill. It's too chill, and I'm bored. I'm very bored. See, it's sitting on my floor right now, so I can compare it. This book, how many pages was this? It was a solid 400 pages. Blew through this. Felt like this was 150. Like this, see the tabs? Yes, I'm liking it fine. It has good quotes, but I'm not interested. I'm not invested. Oh yeah, Miles is this and that. He's not my dream guy. He's not, they're not Charlie and Nora from Book Lovers. And maybe it's because I haven't sat down and read a romance book in a while. Because normally I've been audiobooking romance books. Ugh. I'm on page 200. Their exes just showed up at a party that they're at, and they're fake dating. And this is sad because fake dating, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. It's probably my favorite trope. What I don't like is in this one, they're like, oh, well, we're just friends. The only people to think we're fake dating are our exes. I'm like, what are you afraid of? I like the trope where everyone thinks they're fake dating, so they have to act like it, even if they don't like each other. Give me a better than the movies. I'm not comparing Lynn Painter and Emily Henry, because I have read 4 Lynn Painter books, and some of them haven't been that good. And this is my second Emily Henry book. And I'm just bored. Something happened, please. Like the characters, the plot is just boring. Oh, let's tour our town. Like, I don't care. And this is a little harsh. When I rate this book a solid 4 stars, I'm gonna look back on this video and be like, what was I talking about? Ah! That just kind of really irritated me. I'm gonna keep reading this for now, but if it gets so boring I can't handle it, I am not opposed to switching to a murder mystery. 3 a.m. I just finished Funny Story. No more tabs after halfway through the book, because it was boring. Emily Henry is the queen. She is the queen of rom-coms and books. I'm well aware. This was not it for me. It was so boring. Oh my goodness. I felt like I was dragging myself to get through it. A terrible way to start off any readathon, because I'm so just mad with the way this book was turning out that I don't want to read a 2-star book, and the other star is only for the fact that I tabbed this much. The chemistry wasn't there. I never thought I would say this, but I was just waiting for like a spice scene so I would have something to keep me interested. It was so boring. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I could tell you what happened in this book, but it was so boring. And then like her parents showed up, and then the exes were just, you know what this is a worse version of? Fake it till you make it. It was a 3-star book, but it did, oh, we both just broke up with our exes and now we're dating each other to make our exes jealous. You know, it did that better than this book did. I just hated this. It was so slow. It's like either you full force fake date or you don't. That's all I have to say. I almost want to give this 1 star, but I feel like I can't do that. Attached to Julia, not attached to Ashley, who spells her name like that. I forgot Daphne's name halfway through the book. That's how, ugh. Point, I might as well read a murder mystery and get scared out of my skin, because maybe I will feel something emotional. I don't want to, it's like I have such a bad taste in my mouth that I don't want to put something good in it. And I don't care how dirty anything I'm saying sounds right now, because I just had to read this book. So honestly, kiss my... It's 3:15 right now. I'm still really pissed about that book. Like, I can't think of anything. Like, I haven't done anything. I've just sat here, stared at the wall, and talked about how much that book made me angry. I got a 7-year slip because I decided that that was the book that I was going to start next. And I'm just staring at it. And I know it's gonna, well, you know, I can't even say that I know it's gonna be good, because I thought Funny Story was gonna be good, and here we are. Oh, I hate doing readathon challenges. Fall asleep around 2 a.m. So I'm doing better than most people right now. Apparently it's gonna start raining again, which is gonna be great. So I think I'm just gonna sit out here. Like, I say I'm awake, but like my brain is not awake, so I'm probably forgetting I ever filmed this video. I'm gonna read this book, You May Now Kill the Bride, because I am still really fed up. Like, you think I'm joking about how fed up I was that that book was boring? I'm not. Anyway, I'm so fed up with like how that turned out that I don't even want to read romance anymore. So this is going to be my romance intermission, because the other 2 books I have are romance. And one of them is another Emily Henry book, which now I'm kind of scared about because that one was just so boring. So I guess let's just start reading. I'll put in it, I don't know. I actually went outside in the rain and then came back and then went outside in the rain and then decided to start reading with my Dr. Pepper. It was a little slow to get into, but because it was like 50 pages till someone actually died. That's my sister coming in a lot. Yeah.
So basically this is me reading. I am watching Is It Cake in the background, so I'm sorry if you guys can hear that, but I'm getting this video edited. I almost just deleted all my footage of it. Anyways, there's me reading. I think I get to like page 30, to be honest, so I don't read that much in this montage here. Thought I'd give you guys an update. I'm on page 33, chapter 4. I have a couple of thoughts. I know you can't really tell this far in, but I'm just wanting to. Let me give you all a little backstory. Basically, Tansy is engaged to this guy. She's only known him for 2 months. His name is Josh. And she meets up with her friends, who they don't really stay in contact that much, but there's 4. Lauren, Farah, Dominica, Saskia. I don't know how to say that one's name. Friends since they were in like 4 years old. And they go out to this like cabin, like wellness retreat where there's like yoga. There's no signal, no alcohol, and no work stuff. But Tansy's getting these texts, which is like, tell your fiance, like, or give me money. And like, she keeps getting them. But she's like, she didn't know who it was. And she's like, oh, I don't think it's my friends, because if I get another text, it's not my friends because they don't have signal. Except for the fact Farah found the Wi-Fi password, Lauren's signal provider works out here, and Dominica found the smallest stretch of signal. And Saskia also has the Wi-Fi password. So that's 4 who all have signal. So it could be any of them. And also they all have motive. So I'm curious to see where we're going. This event sounds like nightmare fuel for me. And I admire that these people who don't even really support Tansy are going to this bachelorette thing. Like, give me money or I'm telling your fiance a secret. And my first response was like, oh, it's probably the secret that I got Botox. Honey. Especially when she knows there's some event in her past that could very well, apparently, put them all in prison. All 3 of her friends just had yeah, by the way, this is Saturday. I'm currently editing this on Tuesday, so womp womp, cry about it. Go see my new Book Nook video if you haven't. I don't know what to say during these, so I just yap a lot. When I'm back on the prowl, you girls better have money. It's 2:04. I'm on page 50. The bride, she just died. I cut that part out because I was mumbling, but basically I made myself lunch, so you see me eating here. I had some chicken and something else. Oh, nachos and chicken. Yeah, I actually read a lot during this time lapse. I forgot. I gotta stop singing that. Oh wait, we gotta see, is it cake? It's 3:10. I'm on page 100 of Hanging Out with the Bride. I have a lot of theories. It's kind of hard because I think everyone secretly hated the girl who died. I have no idea who the killer is. This is one of these books where like everyone has a motive, so it's like you don't know who is gonna be. I think the killer is Jeremy, just for this stupid speech. If my groom gave this speech at my wedding, I think I would be divorcing him. So this girl's name is Saskia. Saskia is such a pretty name. And this is what he said in his speech. He called her Crumpy. When Crumpy and I first met, I'm not saying she was on the poverty line, but she was living in a house share in East London. Are you calling me poor at my own wedding? And then he goes, I remember thinking, God, I have to get her out of this trap. And so I did. I saved this little scrap, and I brought her back to Holland Park and dedicated my life to giving her the life she deserved. Our house a home, Crumpy. I love you, and I can't wait to get you up the duff so we can have our own mini Crumpies and Lumpies. Divorce. Right now. Absolutely divorce. And then she found out that he's having an affair. I mean, she didn't say that, but like I can tell because she's just like, hee, and then she started crying. But you know what? That's divorce. You know, it's because her best friend is a divorce lawyer. You could divorce him right now. Ugh. So I just realized that a hen do like a hen thing is probably the British version of Bachelorettes, because this book is British. Man, I've spent half the book trying to figure out why they're called the Hindu, or like everyone calls it a Hindu, so it can't just be like a friend thing. It's 4:30. I haven't took any break. Been good, honestly. So I went out in the rain a little bit to kind of get myself a little chilly. It's kind of a vibe. It's pouring outside. I have my murder book, 2 blankets, and a mug of hot coffee, which is pretty appalling because I always drink iced coffee. Like, I don't remember the last time I've had hot coffee. Probably in the winter. I've definitely said this before, but if someone tells me they don't like the rain, like, I'm genuinely, like, terrified. Because, like, the rain is so peaceful. I was just having the time of my life out here, honestly. And I read, like, a lot. I don't know where I was at by the end of this, but if you guys remember, I have a babysitting job in about, like, 2 hours in relation to this video, so. To be that person, but you haven't been together with your ex for 5 years and counting? And you're still this obsessed with him? Get a life, girl. Every time Lauren's little POV section opens her mouth, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, we get it. You're in love with your ex. Oh my goodness, Joss, he's not into me, and he's dating Eva, and she's perfect, and I'm not. Ugh, cry about it. Get over it. Alright guys, I feel like I owe you an update. It's been a while. It's currently 5:33. I'm about to change and then leave to go grab Subway and then go to my babysitting job. This one from Strand in New York, huge bookstore. Pack it with that book. I'm also gonna bring 7-Year Slip. Oh, and by the way, I'm really invested in this book because they're trying to dissuade me from the fact, because they already arrested someone. And I know that can't be it. There's no way that's accurate. No. What happened? Like, what happened 20 years ago that was so bad that they can't talk about it and it'll ruin their lives? Try my best. I'm on page 230, so I'm almost done. And it's getting really interesting, and I still don't know who did it. But I'm leaning towards Dominica or Lauren, just off the fact that she's the least suspicious, because I'm the least suspicious of Lauren, which is why I feel like she should be the killer. 12:03 a.m. and I have, I think, 20 pages to go, and they still haven't found out who did it. I really think I know who it is, but I could be completely wrong. I just finished You May Now Kill the Bride. I finished it literally as my aunt and uncle came back. Feel about how it ended, because it wasn't even that good of a twist. I wish there had been more to, I don't know. I guess I'm so used to reading Holly Jackson or The Perfect Murder, where the twist is huge and it just throws you off your rocker and you're staring at the wall. But when I found out who did it, I was just oh, that makes sense. That checks out. Because honestly, the person who did it was in my suspect list, which is pretty crazy because I'm normally not that on it. Aura or something, I don't know. But in my head, I saw F.A. and my brain went to Fawn from Tinkerbell. So the whole movie, I was picturing her as Fawn from Tinkerbell. The whole movie, the whole book, goodness, it's late and I just had to deal with children for a long time. I think I will be heading to bed now in 24 hours, whether you like it or not. I don't think this is the best 24-hour challenge I could have done. If I really felt like committing, I could have stayed up the whole night and made it a full. But the fact that most people don't is oddly reassuring to me. Just every time I started to record and read for 24 hours, but spread out. Hey guys, so funny story. But it's actually the next day and the next night, actually. It's Sunday night. And anyway, I was just thinking, look, let me talk to you about funny story. I was so excited about that book that I made a full book Bookstagram, but like a YouTube post about it. I wanted to like it so bad. So, you know that I wouldn't be lying. Because I could lie and say that I liked a book because TikTok liked it. But, I just can't. Alright, that's what I wanted to say. Cut back to the end. Or I can do reading for 12 hours straight. And I mean no breaks, no sleep, no eating. I'm kidding, I'll eat. But if there's any other reading challenges you'd be interested in, let me know. And if any YouTubers have a better video editing app, let me know. Help your girl out. I will give multiple updates onto how the 7-year slip is. I could even film a vlog of me just reading that if you want. I haven't started it yet. So just let me know. And I really do appreciate you guys. Whether you're watching this on my main or you're watching it on the account it was intended for, my reading account on my backup, just know that I love you. And if you like this video, go subscribe to that account. Or if you're on my backup, go sub to my main, whichever you want. I love you guys. Bye. And this video, it was kind of a funny story.